perception are distorted. He becomes confused, and he displays irresponsibility and...
Ray Romano's brother caught flack from his police colleagues for the show's version of him.
Feel Good 22 of 90 greatest songs that are ruined by laptop speakers, 23 of 111 the best 80s metal songs, 12 of 69 the best rock songs about drugs.
Peter Boyle would fart on set all the time.
Perceiving things that don't exist in objective
Brad Garrett outed the late, great Peter Boyle in regard to a particular on-set habit. Speaking to FOX 411, Garrett revealed Boyle's flatulence issues. I adored him. To this day, we don't know if it was voluntary or involuntary. It was definitely something to contend with, but after we ended up knowing who it was on the set, we were able to get along with our business again. Sometimes it's just knowing.
Brad Garrett didn't think Ray Romano could carry the show.
Brad Garrett's initial impression of Ray Romano was not a particularly good one. I met Raymond and promptly felt that we were doomed, Garrett wrote in his book. He looked like the teenager you would see at Whole Foods spraying down the produce. I wanted to flee like a hooker in church. Of course, some of this is hyperbole for the sake of comedy, but it's interesting Garrett's first take was so wrong. He clearly admits his mistake, though, and goes on to describe the close relationship he developed with Romano.
Boyle got cast as Frank after showing up to his audition Enraged, which fit the character.
Peter Boyle had a few issues on his way to the audition for Everybody Loves Raymond. As Ray Romano and Philip Rosenthal awaited Boyle's arrival, the star of Young Frankenstein was losing his message *P, telling Larry King, "We couldn't get on the lot. Then we couldn't get a parking space. Then, when we finally got all of that worked out, we went to the office and they said, no, the auditions are being held in another place. So when I walked in, Ray and Phil were there and I was enraged. Fortunately, Frank Barone was frequently enraged."
Patricia Heaton was associated with an anti-gay conservative radical.
Patricia Heaton is a conservative, something of a rarity in Hollywood. That said, she's made an effort to paint herself as an ally to the LGBTQ+ community, which is why Jeremy Hooper of Blood was surprised when he found out Heaton appeared on the radio program Focal Point. The America Family Association radio show was hosted by Brian Fisher, a man who lumped homosexuality in with pedophilia and bestiality in a tweet claiming they were all aberrant sexual behaviors. Hooper tweeted Heaton about it, who responded with an air of apology without actually apologizing, saying she was completely unaware of Fisher's horrific statements on homosexuality. She loses a couple more points, though, for adding her gay makeup artist wasn't even familiar with that homophobic guy.
Patricia Heaton was sued for unpaid overtime by an assistant she fired.
In 2009, Patricia Heaton was sued by personal assistant Jennifer Lee. Lee cited unpaid wages and uncompensated forced overtime in the suit. Lee was hired to work 15-20 hours a week and compensated per week. Lee claimed she was forced to work much more than her initial contract stated, all without extra pay or benefits. It gets worse. When Lee brought up her due compensation, Heaton dismissed her. Heaton also claimed Lee's child was becoming a problem due to the work schedule. Lee sued Heaton for $425, stating, "If the rich and famous wish to employ individuals to cater to their every need, they must also refrain from violating California's wage and hour laws.
Peter Boyle didn't tell most of the crew or press when diagnosed with terminal cancer in 2002.
Peter Boyle, who played Ray Romano's father, passed away in 2006 from multiple myeloma and heart disease. Garrett and Romano told Larry King that Boyle's illness was kept pretty much just between the family and the cast. Doris Roberts, who played Boyle's wife, Marie, on the show, spoke with the Los Angeles Times in 2009, admitting she was partly responsible for his silence on He Mattered. He said, "Should I tell them? I said no. They will treat you like a dying man, and you don't need that. You need for them to write for you. We had such fun together."
Brad Garrett struggled with alcohol abuse in the early days of the show.
In a 2015 interview with E.T., Garrett revealed his struggles with alcohol during his early Everybody Loves Raymond days. Garrett said he was a high-functioning alcoholic. The interview was part of the press tour for his tell-all book, When the Balls Drop, where he discussed his experience in more detail. Garrett described the moment he decided to quit, stating, "This sh*T's eventually gonna kill me."
Brad Garrett kept his marital woes a secret during the show's run.
Brad Garrett proposed to his girlfriend Jill Diven on the set of Everybody Loves Raymond in 1998. Unfortunately, the relationship didn't outlive the show, as the two separated in 2005 and divorced in 2007. The couple had issues throughout their relationship while the show was still filming, but Garrett insisted on keeping up a facade. Despite going through this turmoil, the actor kept it under wraps from both his real family and television family until the news finally leaked in August 2006. Of course, it's not really anyone's business, but to put on a funny face while no one knows your life is in upheaval must be tough.
Sawyer Sweeten tragically died by suicide at 19 years old.
In April 2015, Sawyer Sweeten took his life. Sweeten played Jeffrey Barone, brother of Michael Sullivan Sweeten, and the youngest child of Ray and Deborah. The actor's family, as one can imagine, was shocked. His family had difficulty processing what happened to him. They opposed the idea he suffered from depression, with Sweeten's mother saying, "What happened to our son was not textbook depression. He was happy, upbeat, and loving. But in the last week of his life, we saw something happen. It was so rapid in progression that we were caught off guard." Patricia Heaton, who played his on-screen mother, told E! News Sawyer was a funny and exceptionally bright young man. "He has gone from us far too soon. The loss the Sweeten family is experiencing is unimaginable. Tonight, hug your children a little tighter, and please keep Sawyer and his family in your thoughts and prayers."
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.